Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have a second or two, I hope you can subscribe to my channel. If you go to my page, you can see a lot of videos there about Hobonichis, planners, journaling, fountain pens, fountain pen inks, and all of that good stuff. So I hope you can consider subscribing to my channel. And as you all know, I am on this Hobonichi hype. It's like every day I'm on the webpage and every day I've been scrolling down for updates on their Instagram and all of their social media accounts. Well, it's just Instagram. But anyway, I found out that on September 8th, they will be restocking a lot of the items that were out of stock from the September 1 sale. So I decided to hop on to the website and try to book my second shipment. So if you're not aware, I'm from the Philippines. I live in Manila, and we have this law, I guess, for imports for customs duties that if your parcel is priced at more than 10,000 pesos, that's roughly 26,000 yen, Japanese yen, you will be taxed customs and duties. So if you're from the Philippines and you want to purchase directly from the website, uh, I highly suggest that you limit your order to 10,000 pesos or less and just do separate orders. So what I did was that I had to make sure that the shipping for my first order was already picked up by FedEx so that, they don't um, go to customs at the same time if I do two separate orders. So anyway, this is my second time ordering for this season. And I'm not sure about you guys, but the first one, the one last September 1st, it was easier because I had a mission, and that mission is to get in, get all of my must haves for Hobonichi, those items that are sure to go out after a few hours, those that will go out of stock immediately. That was my mission. Go in, put it into cart, check out, end of story. But this one, the second time that I'm doing this, I was I was trying to strike a balance of what are the things that are wants for me or nice to have, so to speak. And in my previous video, I talked about 12 accessories that you can consider buying to complement or to support your Hobonichi Techo journaling system. And I started with that. And as my cart kept piling up, I had to remind myself that I must stay within the limit of 10,000 pesos. Otherwise, I'll just have to pay customs and duties. And, that's like, it's almost a cover or something. So, for this period or for the second time around, I think I spent an hour or more than an hour trying to figure out and rationalize and prioritize what I want to get for my second shipping. And this is a combination of things that I want and things that I want to also give as a Christmas gift to my loved ones because I also want to enable them. I also want to influence them. I watch about other content creators that they share Hobonichi orders with their daughters, with their moms, and I think that's such a nice way to bond with family members. And you don't hear that every day because everybody seems to be looking at their gadgets, um, just being there physically, but mentally they're on social media, they're with their friends, they're busy watching, they're busy doing Netflix and all of that. And it's not a bad thing. But wouldn't it be nice to have something to bond over with? And Hobonichi, right? And writing and fountain pens for those who have extra money and those who want to, have fun with inks and nib sizes and demonstrator pens and elusive brands and all of that. So, anyway, I was thinking about getting a weeks for my daughter. She started nursery and I wanted to have something to put her homework, her activities, her lessons, and I just noticed that putting it into the A5 or to the 5-year Techo, which is the A6, which is a smaller um, 5-year Techo, it might not have enough space. So I decided to get a weeks that's dedicated to her. And as you can see, I've been trying to choose between the Gurunpas kindergarten and the cafe, the bow and tie collection. And yeah, you can see me trying to figure out which ones to get, which ones to remove from the cart. And here, the A5, I'm trying to get a cover. I really like the Minamo from the Mina Perhonen collection. It's not 2023. I was already eyeing it way back. But I decided to get the Bonbon cover, and I was able to destash it. I was able to have it rehomed. That's why I was decided to just get the Mina Perhonen cover. I really like the striking design. And here I am finding out that the punch stamp is already out of stock. So I'm waiting for it to be available. Also, the washi tapes here. Some I just find too expensive, or maybe I'm gonna go to the reseller route. I'm not yet sure. But the pouches that I wanted to get, because they cost a lot, it will be a big chunk of my 10,000 peso limit. So I decided to move it to my third shipping, and oh my gosh, the expenses are piling up. And I know that um, I wanted to be more mindful and conscious about what I want to get for the year, but it seems that that's not the case, and I'm struggling very hard over here about the so many designs. I was actually looking at the A5 leather cover, and because leather is priced higher than your usual covers, the nylon covers, I was I was doing back and forth about it. And you can clearly see in this video that I was looking at the different designs anymore already. And that's despite me already having a list coming from my first order last September 1. I knew that after I finished my first order, I have a list of things that I wanted to get for my second shipping. But that didn't go as planned. And as you can see, a lot of these things in my shopping cart isn't in my original plan. And look at me here struggling with the weeks. I didn't even think of getting another weeks. But because I had a realization that I wanted to track the academic progress of my child on top of the milestones that I have for the 5-year Techo, it just felt right to get another weeks that's dedicated to her and get it in the Gurunpas kindergarten or the Bow and Tie Cafe, which was my original plan. And they restocked it in English, and the Japanese version was out of stock already. So that's me over here figuring out what to get, doing a mix and match, just making sure that I just go slightly under 10,000, and that's me doing a quick Google currency conversion. And I don't know how long this craze will last, and my credit card is already screaming for help. But I guess at the end of the day, it's what works for you. It's what makes you happy. It's what sparks joy and makes you a productive person. And in the next part of this video, I will be sharing with you a comparison of the prices on how the Hobonichi was priced last year and the prices this year. And because I'm from the Philippines, I tend to convert it to Philippine peso. And the conversion factor is also helping drive the price, I guess, of the items. So later on, after I check out of this page and I do my second shipping for Hobonichi, I have a spreadsheet that's totally nerdy, but it helps me keep track of my spending for Hobonichi, and it also makes me conscious on things that are too expensive or got a very high price increase and the like. So anyway, if you're interested, that's the second part of this video. Hopefully, there will be closure in the third shipping, so please wait for that. And welcome to the second part of this video wherein I will share with you prices and compare it with last year's prices when I purchased the 2022 Techo and Accessories. So this is how I actually take note of my purchases, my spending, where I purchase it from. And because I'm from the Philippines, I try to baseline it with the Philippine peso. So I also have here the exchange rates from of last year and exchange rate of this year. So the Japanese yen is quite weak against the Philippine peso right now, so that influences the Philippine peso. So what I do is I group it according to type. So let's start with the A6. I grouped the A6 according to the cover and cover, the techo if I purchased it as a set, or an accessory specific to the A6. Let's start with covers. And I only have here the 5-year techos to compare covers with. So last year I got the Search and Collect A6 cover. I purchased it online for 6,000 Japanese yen, and with the exchange rate that time it's 2,700 pesos. This year I purchased a Mina Ohio in the navy blue. Still with the online Hobonichi store, there was a price increase of 1,700 Japanese yen, but the overall conversion to Philippine peso is just a 300 peso difference, partly because of the exchange rate. And the only cover that I purchased separately is the navy one. And this one I purchased locally from my Shopee, and I got it at 1,320. So this is just the basic cover. It's not one of those special editions or new releases. So it was a fairly good price. Let's look at cover on covers. So I purchased last year two covers. One is Eric online for 380 Japanese yen, and the conversion rate back then turned out 172 pesos. The Season of Hope, which was like the highlight cover on cover back then, I purchased locally here at my Shopee, and it was priced at a premium 310 pesos, so almost double. And for this year, I guess the one thing that you can compare prices with is the Season of Hope last year and the Light in the Distance for this year. It's currently priced at 430, but with the exchange rate, the price in Philippine peso is still the same as the Sean Tan one. The clear cover uncover is at 200 Japanese yen or 80 pesos. So you can clearly see the difference if you buy online or if you go to local resellers. Next one would be the book sets, book and cover. Okay, so last year I got the Dreamy Soda set. It's priced at 4,000 Japanese yen or 1,800 pesos. So I think this is also the English. And this year, I am getting the Tokyo Metronome English set, and there's a 1,500 Japanese yen increase. But because of the exchange rate, I only paid 2,200 pesos. If you just purchase the book, okay. So the 5-year Techo is priced at 3,800 Japanese yen back then, 1,700 pesos. Okay, the Japanese Techo back then I purchased 1,300, but this is from a local seller. And the Japanese Techo for this year is priced at 2,400 Japanese yen, and it's just under 1,000 pesos. You can see the difference. For day free, it's at 1,700. It's 680 pesos. And currently, the English Techo is priced at 2,970 yen, or 1,188. So for the Techos, the English is slightly more expensive. I'm thinking it's because of their collaboration with the art sciences. I'll show later that the Techos of the other sizes do not have a price difference. So that's something to take note of. Okay, these are pencil boards. The red and yellow and the navy and pink. These are purchased locally, and sometimes you can see the discrepancy with resellers. Navy and pink is it's in the regular lineup, that's why it's a bit cheaper. The plain notebook. This one is priced at 700 at the A6 size because I purchased two. So each plain notebook in the A6 size is at 350 pesos back last year. And the weekly calendar is currently priced at 600 Japanese yen or 240 pesos. Okay, so now let's go to the weeks, I guess. Let's do the weeks. And let's start with techos. So it depends on the design that you have. So like for last year, I got the Omiya Yogashi 10 design, the shall we have some tea, and I purchased that for 2,400 Japanese yen at 1,088 pesos. This year, I purchased two, and they're both priced at 2,700, the Aurora Duty English and Gurunpas Kindergarten English. So there's actually no change in the price if you purchase English or Japanese, only because Hobonichi manufactured both, right? So 2,700, it's a 300 yen increase, not much, but because of the exchange rate, it's like I paid the same price for them. And I also put here, if you just wanted to purchase the basic techos, the ones with there's no design, just the plain colored ones. English and Japanese both have the same price. It's at 2,200 Japanese yen or 880 pesos. Okay, so of course it depends on the design. So the more intricate, if there's a collaboration, then definitely it's priced higher. But the English and Japanese version have no price difference. Okay, cover on cover. Okay, the clear one. So there's no change actually in Japanese prices last year and this year, but because there was an exchange rate difference, this year the cover on cover weeks is cheaper. So if you're from the Philippines and if your cover on cover doesn't last with you, yeah, I suggest you take advantage on getting an extra one. And the last one is an accessory. I think this is a pencil board. It's priced at 220 pesos. I don't have anything to compare it with. Okay, that's for the weeks. Now let's go to A5. Let's start with touch covers. I only got one. It's a bonbon plot. It's 3,300 Japanese yen or almost 1,500 pesos. I was actually able to resell it for 1,400 pesos. So not bad. It was a good deal. Cover Uncover, which I purchased last year. It's 400 Japanese yen, 181 pesos. Let's look at this book set. Okay, so I got the Minamo from Mina Perhonen, and it's priced at almost 12,000 Japanese yen because of the collaboration. Mina Perhonen is usually priced higher, and in Philippine peso, it's 4,760. This particular design is not new, so I was able to save a bit because last year I wanted to get it, but it was too high. That's why I settled for the Bonbon Plaid, which was similar but not quite. For last year's cover, the Today's Adventure, I was able to purchase it from someone in our local Facebook group. She packaged it with a cover, a clear cover and cover, and a notebook with the Season of Hope design. And I got it for 3,000 pesos. And I thought that was a good deal. And then if you just buy the Techo, last year I purchased the cousin Japanese version. It's 3,500 Japanese yen or almost 1,600 pesos. The day free for this year is 2,600 or 1,040 pesos. I also put here the Techo's cousin. They already have the English version, but there is no price difference with the Japanese. And you can see there is an increase from 3,500 to almost 4,300. Cover Uncover, okay, just a clear one. Last year I got it for 400. I think there's no price change on that one. Accessory would mean the paper or the pencil board, right? Okay, so I got Animal Crossing 272 online. The regular navy and pink color is at 218. And a plain notebook using Tomorrow River paper is at 900 pesos. So that's it for the three types of books. For the accessories, pens, and pouches, okay, let's just do a quick one. So the pen or the fountain pen, the Platinum Prepri is at 300 Japanese yen. This is one of the cheapest fountain pens that you can find. The ink is 100 yen. That has three cartridges. So two cartridges, I'm sorry. So each cartridge is at 50 Japanese yen. Not bad. The large pouch I purchased for 6,600 yen. It's almost 3,000 pesos. It's last year. And then I got stencils and notebooks. Okay. The Aurora Duty Papers, reasonably priced at 400 Japanese yen for 160 pesos. And the Deco Rush set of 7, the one that got out of stock quickly, is at 2,673. So I got all the designs. And lastly, the pens. These are 5 pens, but because of the color changing properties, you can get 10 in total at 270 yen or 108 pesos. So that is it. So unfortunately, I don't do a price comparison on everything that's sold online in the Hobonichi store. That will take a lot of time and a lot of efforts. What I do is I just compare things that I purchased this year against my last year's purchase, and it's just exciting and enlightening to see which ones have increased, which ones didn't change price, and very rarely that the prices decrease. If ever there's a decrease, it's mainly because of the exchange rate. That's for Filipino customers. And of course, I don't put here the shipping fee. That will just change my pricing information, and I usually put shipping fee and the handling fee as separate line items so that it won't really distort my pricing. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm not sure if my nerdy way of listing and creating an inventory of my Hobonichi is something that excites you. Well, it definitely excites me because it's just nice to see all of the Techo that I have and see which ones I use a lot and which ones I don't reach for often. I try to post a lot of Hobonichi because it's Hobonichi season and everybody's, just unboxing left and right and sharing their hauls up and down. I'm so excited for my own haul and unboxing, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. So, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please let me know if you also do this, not just with Hobonichi, but anything that you collect in general. For fountain pens, I have something similar. Thank you so much. Happy good weekend, and may your Hobonichi purchases bring you joy and make you look forward to 2023. Bye, guys.